Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. So the Toledo Rockets offense takes the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Gary.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Wallace. Catch in the middle, it's a 0. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Hughes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. The Rockets are on the move. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. Got it in stride at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Rockets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ball State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Horton. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ball State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Holly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Got it behind the line. It's Pickett. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that,
he wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Wallace. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Rockets will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Wallace. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Rockets look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Rockets have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Moses. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Toledo.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thacker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive. Breaks into the open. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First and goal for the offense. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Rockets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Thacker. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Patel. Runs through a tackle. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Patel. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Buys a little time with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The option look. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Rockets are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires left. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Crosby. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Looking for more room. Powers through. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big...
Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Moses. Pulls it in. It's Azira. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pickett. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? The Rockets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Cardinals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of the...
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Wallace. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the ground with the back. Makes one man miss. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Wallace. Grabbed behind the line, it's Crosby. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running backs.
Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Finds his man open. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Wallace. He wants it all. Touchdown, Toledo. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on first down. Under fire. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Shoots it to the left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Wallace. Pressure coming. Trying to burn this defensive back. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, Alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
Touchdown, Cardinals! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To throw, it's Wallace. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
To the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback...
Touchdown, Rockets! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Back to pass, it's Wallace. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Pickett. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
He's got him. Touchdown, Toledo. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. They'll try to blast their way in. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Toledo, 41. Ball State, 35.
Now on first down, they need to answer. Touchdown. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
Number 50.
The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
The drama built